Okay. Good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday. Thank you guys for joining the Mamapreneur podcast. My name is Robbin. I am your hostess with the hostess. Thank you guys for rocking with us every second and fourth Thursday. Uh, this is episode number 12, guys. Oh my gosh. I probably say this every show. Oh, well, I am just still just, um, it's like a pinch myself kind of moment. Like, I'm really doing this. Um, I give shouts out to our fearless leader of the power team, Kesha Kesh, every episode because she's amazing. And I'm just extremely blessed to have this opportunity. And she's going to be on the next show in a couple weeks. So you guys see her on Wednesday, but you get to see her on Thursday on my show, October 28th. So please tune in to see our fearless leader, Kesha Kesh, on with me and some other entrepreneurs that night. If this is your first time watching, thank you. Thank you so much. And for those who have been watching every episode or a few, thank you so much. Again, I say it every show, but I'm going to say it again. I enjoy the feedback that I am getting from the show, how much it is helping people, how much they are enjoying the guest, all of that. And so I know you guys will enjoy the guest on tonight's show as well. I have two tonight. So I know that you guys will enjoy that. Before we go any further, before I even bring on my first guest, first order of business, you're going to share. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, share this live and type hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments of this live broadcast or the replay. I do a drawing every show, and we're going to be giving out some goodies tonight. I'm giving out some TLC products for those who like TLC. And then one of my guests, she's giving away some stuff. So make sure you are sharing tonight's live. So share. Type hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments. Also, you're going to like our post as well. So make sure you're liking and sharing, okay? Sharing is caring. Also, if you are an entrepreneur in the audience, this show is about networking, okay? So make sure you're typing in the comments, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, your link to your website, your Facebook page, your business Facebook page, business, Instagram, whatever. Type that in the comments. You never know if your business may be, somebody may need your business for something. So you just never know. Lastly, before I even go to my first fabulous guest, if we're talking about something and you want to chime in, please chime in. Type in the comments if you have a question. If I'm able to get to it while we're live, absolutely. Comment, rock with us. I know that you would love to hear me and Amy talk all evening. But we want to hear from you as well as we're in our conversation. So please engage with us. We love that. If this is your first time watching, the premise of the show is to be able to showcase not only my businesses, but to be able to showcase other female entrepreneurs and their businesses. We're on such an amazing platform. These ladies that I've brought on have been able to connect with some of the people from the Power Team family and community. So thank you, Power Team community, for rocking with us all this time. So first and foremost, I am going to bring out our first guest. Her name is Amy Dobbs Garner. Amy and I have been friends for over 15 years. We worked in corporate America together at two jobs, actually, in corporate America. I am also Amy's hairstylist, lash artist, all of the things. to Amy. Good friend. We've been friends for a long time. I have been cutting her daughter's hair since she was 8 years old. And CJ is what, 22?
23.
23?
23.
CJ is now an old little lady. She's not old, but I am just glad to see her growth and how much she has grown up to be a teacher. And now we have Amy, who is she's doing big things with Globe Life, and wanted to bring her on to spotlight her business. And ladies and gentlemen, I give you Amy Dobbs Garner. Yay!
Yay! Wow, that was an intro. Thank you, Robbin. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Well, as she says, I do work with Globe Life. I'm an agency director for our Denton office. I'm a member of the Team Sellers Agency. We have 3 agencies in DFW, one in Addison, one in Arlington, and then, like I said, I'm in the Denton office. What Globe Life is a very recognizable company. We are the largest life insurance provider in the United States. I don't know if most of you have seen our name on that field in Arlington where the Texas Rangers play. So that's kind of what we're known for. We have the naming rights to that stadium. But we Globe Life we have A+ superior ratings for more than 40 consecutive years with AM Best. We also have been named to Ward's 50 Top Life and Health list since 1995. That means that we have great customer service and we pay our claims. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. We were awarded to JD Power and Associates. We were number 2 in customer service last year. I always like to joke we lost to Jake from State Farm. So basically what we do as an agency is we work with businesses. We help small businesses provide benefits to their employees at no cost to the business. It actually saves the business tax dollars in the process. So we have life insurance products, supplemental and accidental health products, as well as insurance to help you battle diseases such as cancer, heart attacks, strokes, and things like that.
Okay, awesome. So you do a little bit of everything.
We do a little bit of everything.
Okay, so with Team Sellers, how long have you been with Team Sellers?
I have been with Team Sellers since January of 2019. A little bit about myself. Like Robbin said, we've known each other for 12 years, 15 years. 15
I'm about to say, you just setting us back 3?
Years. Yes, okay. I'm setting us back 3, 15 years. I was always the kind of kid and always the kind of student that I was the jack of all trades and a master of none. I never knew what I wanted to be when I grew up because I wanted to be everything. And so I dabbled in a bunch of different jobs. And one of the ones that Robbin and I met on is we were paralegals together at a law firm. But in every job I've ever had, it always started out great. But about 6 months in, I hated it. I hated every job I've ever had. I never enjoyed it. It was never something I saw as a long-term career. So I joke around, and people that work with me, they'll know this as I say it. I used to go to bed every night and hope that a tree would fall on my car so I wouldn't have to go to work the next day. Why a tree? Why my car? I don't know. But that is exactly what I felt like. And I've never found a job that I enjoyed until I found Team Sellers and Globe Life. I started there in January of 2019. I started as an agent. And by May of 2019, I had promoted to a supervising agent, and I was responsible for training people and showing other people how to be successful. And then in January of 2021, Michelle and Eric, who are our agency owners, they promoted me to agency director and entrusted me to run an agency in Denton. So it's really been, it's been a blessing to find a place that I actually enjoy getting up and going to work every morning. I enjoy what I do.
And to see that process.
Yes.
I remember when you started. I mean, it's just to see the process now.
Right.
To be unsure, like, okay, how is this gonna go? And to now see that you're an agency director. That is amazing. Before I go any further, I got a comment in here that I just cracked up at. As you're talking about how much you hated your jobs, a comment came out is she must be a Sagittarius. Nah, she a Scorpio. She a trip. She a Scorpio.
I'm Scorpio.
Birthday coming up. She a Scorpio. Lord help us. Before we go any further, I forgot to mention one of my very many businesses, and I'm gonna tell you where this lines up. So, Amy, I need you to show off your paparazzi real quick, okay?
There you go.
Okay, so Amy is showcasing one of our necklaces. Amy's our model. Okay. And then the one I have on, you can put it back on me. All right. So the one I have on, guess what her name is? The Amy.
The Amy?
I wore it tonight for you. I said,
I like that one.
For Amy. So that's all fabulous. I had to throw that in there. I was like, I just realized I didn't tell Amy I got her necklace on with her name on it.
I love that. I might need to buy the Amy.
These are about to sell out, so you go and transition to another. Yeah, you might want to hop on this. Yeah, we'll talk offline. Okay. Anyway,
or like you said, I have a birthday coming up. I'm just kidding.
I know you did. You did. No, just kidding. So talk about the process of you starting with Team Sellers, so for anyone that's out there that's looking to make a career change and is looking, maybe to get into the line of work of insurance, talk about the process of getting into your line of work.
Okay. It's an excellent line of work to be in. We do definitely, it is a very rewarding career for anybody, but women in insurance right now, we're really blossoming. We need more women in insurance. It's always been kind of a man-dominated world. You think of your average insurance man and you think of man, right? He was your insurance guy. But we have more agency owners that are women now, and we really do have more women in the business. But like I said, we need more. There can't be too many. It's a really good field it's a really empowering field for women. You're in control of what you do. You're in control of how much you work, where you work. You're in control of how much you make. If you need a little bit of flexibility, that's always an option. It's a really good field for women. What I like about it is, I'm in control, and I like inspiring and teaching and showing other people how to be successful.
Awesome. So, what was I going to say? So once they decide, hey, you've interviewed them, they seem like a good fit.
Well, if they're interested, the best thing for them to do, and we are hiring, we are looking for people. I'm looking to grow a team in Denton. Specifically, what I'm looking for are team builders, community leaders, coaches, and those who aspire to learn how to lead others. What I look for in somebody is a strong passion for helping others. We do help people. We provide a service for somebody at their lowest. Somebody's passed away and the family is trying to figure out how to go on, and we're showing up with a check that's going to help that family with the expenses that they've got. A lot of, that's what our agency owner always says: instead of a casserole dish, we show up with money. So we're gonna help that family pay the bills and go on with their plans in spite of losing a loved one. So I'm also looking for somebody that's coachable, somebody that's willing to listen and learn, with high integrity and self-worth. I want somebody that knows they're worth more and they're ready to work hard and actually earn what they're worth. So for people that are looking, I do have a Facebook page. I think the link is right there. I see they're putting the link up. You can go to that Facebook page and there is a job posting on that page. And if you go to that job posting, you can submit an application and I can get in contact with you for an interview.
Okay. Are there any certifications or anything that someone would need to get in order to?
There is licensing required. The state of Texas does require you to be a licensed insurance agent, but that is something that we help you with. We walk you through the process, and we help you get that license. We have an online course that you'll take, and we help you get that license.
Okay. And then once gone through that process. How's the training? How long is your training? Like, is there a certain time frame for your training program, or you just throw people out there to the wolves? You say, just go.
No,
we do not. Money.
Or as I like to say, we don't pin a $20 bill to your chest and tell you best of luck. No, we do have a 3-week training program. We have a week in the classroom, and then we have 2 weeks to where you are in the field with somebody learning, and it is always observation to participation. So you're going to watch somebody do something, and then you're going to do it. So, and you're in the field, actually in the trenches training.
Okay, got it. Now, for your services, is it all life insurance, or is it different types of services that Globe Life offers?
We do. We are a life insurance company, so we do offer life insurance first. But we do also have an accident plan, and we have a cancer endurance plan, and then we have a critical illness plan, and we also have an ICU protector plan.
Okay.
So we have different sorts of health products as well as the life insurance.
Got it. Okay. And I asked because if someone is interested, they kind of want to know, hey, if they're arena that they want to kind of go in, or, if because there's so many different facets to insurance, I guess.
Oh yes, there are. There are definitely different facets. And I know I said we primarily work with businesses, but I'm a licensed insurance agent. So if anybody would like individual quotes, they're more than welcome to send me a message, and I can definitely help them with that as well.
Yes. And so it's always, people are always, that's a great field. People are always looking for good deals as far as with their insurance, what is being offered with their service. If it's, because some companies, you overpriced and you don't get nothing, or hardly anything with what you're
right.
Paying. And so it's always good to have, someone that's an insurance agent in your back pocket.
Well, especially, with us, we pride ourselves on customer service. That's one thing that Globe Life and Team Sellers, we pride ourselves on. So when you have a policy with us, you get the agent that signed you up is your personal customer service representative. So any questions you have or concerns, you don't have to call a 1-800 number. You can reach out directly to your agent. So now, it's very personable and very good on customer service.
Okay. Yeah. I think I was going there with that. Okay. Got it. As far as like region, do you pick your region? Do the rep pick their region, or or the company itself picks,
There's really not any regions. You are actually open to work anywhere in the state of Texas that you would like to. So
if I wanted to go to El Paso.
Well, let's go, Robbin.
You go to El Paso today and start working.
Yes. Well, yes, tomorrow we will be making that trek.
Oh, God, that's a long drive. I'm just joking. Okay.
No, I have clients all over the state of Texas. Not quite as far as El Paso, but I have some in Midland. So close. So not quite as far as El Paso. That's far.
Well, question. So with life insurance, can you kind of debunk some of the myths that are out there about life insurance? Like, that people, you hear, it's like hearsay, but it's not really true.
Everybody needs life insurance, whether they think they do or not. I know a lot of people say, well, I've got property invest. I have a house, if something happens to me, they can sell the house. Well, if you've got a family and they sell the house, where's the family going to live? Yep. So, and the house doesn't always sell right away. I know right now it will, but you don't know that in the future. The house isn't always going to sell. And you might have investments, but you don't know what your investments are going to be worth. Life assurance is something that is guaranteed. You pass away, your beneficiary is going to get your life insurance money, and that is guaranteed. And the products that we have, we can make it permanent. And so that way they have something for the rest of their life.
Okay. Got it. I asked that question. I remember having a conversation with someone, and they didn't feel like they needed life insurance. Oh, I don't need that. Well, I'm gonna die anyway. I'm like, yeah. But this person had 3 children.
Right.
So I'm like, gotta make sure the kids.
The life insurance is not for you. The life insurance is for your family and to make sure that your family is taken care of. I've heard, I mean, there's a website you can go to called lifehappens.org, and that will tell you grab a box of tissues when you watch it, because that's going to tell you, that's going to have some sob stories about where life insurance was not there. How long? I'm reading the question.
Go ahead, read it. I was about to read it to you.
Yeah. It depends on what type of policy that you have. The life insurance policies, they pay out immediately. I mean, they're effective. I mean, the payout is in full the minute the policy becomes effective. So like if the policy starts and you've only had it for a week and something happens, then the life insurance policy would pay out.
Talk about some of the different types of policies that are out
there. There's 2 different types of life insurance. There's term life and there's whole life. Term life lasts for a certain number of years, and whole life gains cash value. Sorry, I'm still reading. I'm not supposed to read the comments, and I do. It's hard. I know y'all told me not to, and I'm doing it.
We don't know, so keep going.
I'm doing it anyway. But specifically what we do is we work with businesses. So like I said, we can write individual policies as well, but our individual and our worksite policies are going to be different. So we do work with businesses, and we will go in and help the employees at that business get set up with benefits, and then those will be deducted out of their paycheck. And unlike a lot of us, ours are tax deductible. So if anybody out here has a business, and you only have to have 5 employees, if anybody out here has a business and would like to provide no cost benefits to their employees, no cost to the business benefits to their employees, again, send me a message on Facebook. I will be perfectly happy to help you out. I know we got a lot of business owners on here, so I had to throw that out there.
Of course. Come on, plug.
That's what I'm here for.
Come on, plug.
Isn't that what I'm on here for?
You are on here. Plug it all. Say it all. I'm trying to remember. Did Globe Life have something kind of similar to kind of like, I hate to say that.
Don't say that word. Nope, don't say that word.
A word. I didn't want to say the A word and you didn't know what I was saying.
No. Don't say the A word.
Sorry.
Did
I cuss? Sorry.
Yes. Yes, you cussed.
But you know what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean, we're competitors, but I mean, we're different. I mean, we're different. We're very different from them. And I mean, that's what I would love to talk to the business owners and show them how we're different. But we are very different. Yes.
Those people.
Yes.
Them.
Yes, from those people.
I can't believe you stopped me in my tracks. You're like, no.
I'm not gonna let you say that word.
Don't you say that. So I know a word to get under her skin now. I love it. I'm glad that I can make her cringe still.
Yes.
15 years of knowing her. I love it.
You know what my trigger word is now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I also have a nickname for Amy. Let me just make her laugh.
Oh, we promised we weren't going to do this
before we wrap up, because she loves me. Nah, just kidding. I ain't gonna tell on you too bad. I was gonna really give her my little nickname I've been calling her since we worked at a law firm together, but I'm just giving her a hard time. But
well, no, that's not fair. You started it. Now you have to tell. That's like the girl in class that walks up to you and says, I have a secret, but I can't tell anybody. Well, then don't tell me you have a secret.
Hold on. Or I got to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, but I'm about to tell you later. I can't stand it. That works all of my nerves.
I can't tell you right now. I got to tell you. Yeah. No.
Like, girl, if you don't say it now. So my nickname for Amy, just to give her a little street cred, is G-Dog. G-DAWG. G-Dog. Okay. No reason why I called her that. Nothing specific.
No.
Just felt like calling her G-Dog. And been calling her that since we worked at the firm together. That has been my nickname for her. Give her a little street cred, you know. So if you ever go to a side of town you don't feel so comfortable in, you just say your name is G-Dog. Don't mess with the insurance lady. G-Dog. Just Just kidding. Now, does Team Sellers have anything coming up? Any events? Anything coming up in the future?
Well, I mean, like I said, we're hiring. We are hiring. So if you are interested in starting a new career, the opportunity of a lifetime, that's the best decision I've ever made. I'll never forget one day I was riding in the car, Steve was driving, and I've always complained about every job I've ever had, and he's always listened to me. My husband and I have been married 23 years, 24. It'll be 24 years the end of this month. Halloween will be our 24th wedding anniversary. So, and I've always complained. He's always listened to me. He's always tried to give me, advice and everything. But, he's always been like, if you don't like it, then quit. If you don't like it, then quit, find something else. So one day we're driving along the street, and I was saying something about my job, and I turned around and I looked at him. I said, I think I'll just quit. And we're at a stoplight, and he whips his head around like this, and he looks at me and he goes, over my dead body, you will. Just to finally find something to where, the money's good. I haven't struggled. The money's good. The bills are paid. We've been able to take vacations. We actually just got back in June from an all expenses paid vacation to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. We stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel for 6 days, and it was completely paid for by the company. So
if that don't get you riled up to want to call Amy or DM Amy.
Exactly. Come work with us just for the free vacations. It will be completely worth it. And we take one every year. I've never worked for a company that recognizes you for your hard work like Globe Life does. Our agency in particular, we have meetings every week to where the agents are recognized for doing a good job. And then the company, we're always running contests. Right now, we're running a 4th quarter contest for a free polo. We're running a 6-month contest for another free trip. And then we've got a trip coming up next year. We're going to be going to Baja Mar in the Bahamas. So, there's always things going on. There's always places for you to get recognition. I work because I have bills to pay. But if I didn't have bills to pay, I would still work for just recognition. Recognition is what I love.
That says a lot.
To find a company that just recognizes you for doing your job. So yeah, awesome. It's an opportunity of a lifetime and a great company to work for.
That says a lot. Not many people will say that about their jobs.
Yeah,
I would like you feel like you said what did you say? You want the tree to hit your car? What did you say? The tree
I would. No, I don't want the tree to hit my car anymore. I actually want to go to work in the morning.
Nah, just playing. But that says a lot. Some people get up and they dread their job, like, oh Lord, another day. You like, I'm blessed to have a job, but so at least that's good to hear. That you love what you do. You love being able to help others reach their potential and
watching other people be successful. Thank you, Robbin.
I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for
you are welcome
hopping on tonight and letting me showcase you and what you're doing and Team Sellers. And I know Katie and everybody will just be so happy and proud of you. And I know you got a lot of support on tonight, I'm seeing. And so I'm just, I'm so grateful to call you friend. And I will see you.
You're gonna make me cry. I can't cry on camera.
Oh, well, it happens. It happens. Hey, you'll get an Amy soon for your birthday. But again, tell everybody how you can be reached. I know it's on the screen, but I want you to say it. How can be reached?
It's if you go on Facebook and you go in the search bar and you type Amy Garner AD, that will bring up my Facebook page. I post things on there about special recognitions and things that are going on in our agency, as well as Globe Life. There's also 2 job postings on there. I've got one for a manager in training and one for a benefits consultant. So the manager in training position is usually, it's anywhere from a 6-week to a 90-day position that we train you to be a manager, show you how to be successful. And then that way you can teach other people how to do it. And the benefits consultant is working with the businesses and helping them get signed up for benefits. So both of those jobs are on my Facebook page, which is Amy Garner AD. And if you're interested, like I said, fill out an application and I'll contact you for an interview.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Katie.
There's Katie. Hey, Katie.
All right. Well, I love you to pieces, sunshine. And
I love you.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Go to bed.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. That was my G-Dog. I know they're going to mess with you at work tomorrow. I don't care. G-Dog. Just kidding. So our next guest, her name is Marquisha Cheney. And so we're going to switch gears, and we have the insurance lady to the counselor. So she's going to be hopping on soon. And I get to tell you a little bit about Marquisha, and she gets to talk to you guys about her practice. And so I am excited to bring her on. While we're waiting on her to come on, this is a good time to share tonight's live. So share this podcast live, and make sure you are typing hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments, so we can do a drawing at the end of the night, because I'm giving away some TLC products. Showcase real quick. Giving away some immunity, y'all. Immunity is really good for this time of year. It's like emergency. If you ever had emergency before, which is really good for boosting your immune system. We're about to run into cold and flu season. We already got corona out there. And so, yeah. So I thought this would be a cool little giveaway today. So I'm going to give 2 of these away. And then we also have the, Marquisha is going to be giving out some stuff as well. So also, before she comes on, I'm going to do a quick plug for kidpreneurs. So if anybody knows anyone that is a kid entrepreneur, has a business, child, lemonade stand, whatever, reach out to me, DM me, or DM the Power Team Facebook. And I am going to do something special for kid entrepreneurs. More to come on that. So, 1 second, y'all. Also, I am doing a vendor event on Sunday in the Kelton area. It's going to be myself and a few other entrepreneurs. I'm going to be showcasing paparazzi. If you are interested, please reach out to me directly, and I will post that information, okay? So that is this Sunday from 2 to 6 at Diva Style Salon, and I will be a vendor for that. So more to come there. Hi, Marquisha. How are you doing, sis?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you. Everyone, this is Marquisha Cheney. She is a licensed professional counselor in the Frisco area. And let me tell you a little bit about her real quick, and then I'm going to give her the floor. So Marquisha Cheney is a licensed therapist in the state of Texas and Mississippi. Come on, Mississippi. She's the owner of Harvesting Hope Counseling. Her educational background is an undergrad of Southern Miss and a master's from Capella University. And she says during her 10 years in mental health profession, she's worked in a variety of treatment settings, such as hospital, residential, community-based mental health, and college university level. She discovered a passion for helping women and teen girls 15 years and older to find a path of real healing. I love that. Working with women, working with the everyday woman, who feels overwhelmed, underappreciated, and disconnected is one of her specialties. I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marquisha Cheney, and she is the winner of the drawing that I did a few weeks back. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. It was such a honor to be chosen for this. Like, I couldn't believe it when I found out that I won. I was like, me? So this is super exciting for me. I'm glad that I get a chance to connect, and it's just amazing to be a part of this platform and the things that women are doing in business. And so, like she said, I am a licensed therapist. I have an office here in Frisco, Texas, but I'm also licensed in Mississippi. So to tell you a little bit about myself and being in the field, she mentioned that I've been in the field of counseling for about 10 years. And but even though professionally it's been 10 years that I've been a part of counseling, I've known it like that this was my thing since early childhood. I was also like in middle school, I was like their little therapist. I had no skills, but everybody came to me with their problems, and I know that I just love to help. And so that was what I did. But one thing that I noticed, y'all, is that as I was growing up, there was a part of me that shut down my voice. And, this was, could just be just a cultural thing. But, I learned that kids should be quiet, keep your opinions to yourself. If it's not the opinion of the room, keep it to yourself. And so I took that story and I held that story deep in my heart for a long time. And what that would look like is I would not initiate conversations with people, try to make friends. I would, be in a meeting, would have all of these wonderful ideas, and I wouldn't share one of them, and so that just the feeling of being shut down and not really feeling like I would be heard, that fear really overtook me. And so it took time for me to get comfortable in my voice. A part of my story is that I went through a divorce, and in the period of going through that process is when it all clicked for me. I found myself being a part of a support group. I found myself seeking out counsel and, really just trying to find direction. I felt so lost in that moment.
Yeah.
And that was, I didn't know it at the time, but that is what gave me power. And that was what gave me passion to begin to seek out who I really was, And so I had to relearn everything. I had to relearn how to speak up for myself. I had to relearn how to ask for help, because that was something that I struggled with. I was like, yeah, I got it. I don't need any help, And so I had to learn how to ask for help. And all of these things that seem so basic, like when you're going through the motions of these things, you lose sight of it, And so that was when things changed for me. And I got a sense of healing that I had never felt before, and a sense of freedom. And I was like, you know what? I've got to share this with other people. Like, I can't hold this in within myself, because I know that there's so many other people out here who are struggling with the same thing. And so I really delved deep into that. Now, I know I said that I specialize in working with women and teen girls, but I also see men too. So I want to mention that. And men have really been doing work in therapy. So kudos to the men that are seeking out support. But, so that was kind of the birth of Harvesting Hope Counseling, was through my own life experiences. And so, when I'm working with women, these are women who just feel just kind of disconnected. Like, this is the mom who has gotten so enthralled in being a mom that she forgets to take care of herself. She's paying taxi, she's paying bills, she's cooking, she's always there for everyone else, but she forgets about herself, right? And then also, the professional who's all in a career, and They don't see anything else outside of that. And so when it comes to identity, I love helping people to come back to understanding, like, who am I? Like, sometimes we have to ask ourselves that question, like, well, what do I even like doing anymore? Like,
discovery is something, baby. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes you go through something, to go through that phase of like, okay, like you just said, who am I? What do I like? You know, you may not like ice cream. You may like something else for dessert, you know, whatever, you know. Wow. You hitting some gems. Keep going. I'm gonna hit some things you said in a minute. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, cool deal. But yeah, so a lot of people come to me when they're going through like these major life transitions, you know, whether it be they recently lost someone through death, whether it be, you know, they're getting married, they're going through a divorce. I don't know if y'all are aware, but the teens in this generation are facing a completely different set of stressors and trauma than what I remember us facing and when I was a child.
Yep.
And so, you know, I deal with the teens that I work with in a very unique way to help them to feel connected and understood and building that trust. So a lot of the teens that I see, some of them are kind of dealing with identity confusion, like don't really know who I am, feeling that need to be perfect or to conform to what other people are doing. And so I just love helping them through the journey of beginning to really learn, like, what am I good at? What are my strengths? Who am I? Who do I want to be? You know, like those are the questions that I love to help people find the answers to. And so the way that therapy is for me is I have a lot of different therapy approaches. You know, my practice is both virtual and in person.
Oh, awesome. That was one of my questions. Yes.
Yes.
Love it. Okay.
Yeah. So the office is in Frisco if anyone ever wanted to meet in person. But, you know, I utilize the traditional talk therapy where it's just, you know, one-on-one, we're talking through things. But then I also utilize a couple of other specialties. One is called brain spotting and one is called EMDR. And these different types of therapy, like EMDR and brain spotting, is more connected to the mind and the body. And so, you know, talk therapy can be powerful. It really can. And, you know, really learning a new way to look at things and understand things. But when you get to going deep inside of the brain, you can find a different level of healing. And so with brain spotting and EMDR, we really, you know, work on unlocking trauma that might be really pressed down deep there in the system. And a lot of people, you know, kind of feel like, I don't know, I'm just kind of like in a mood. I don't know why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. I just, ain't nobody do nothing to me. I'm just like feeling some kind of way, right? And a lot of times that is because trauma and stress have become locked into the body and to the point where it's nonverbal. So it's really hard to understand what I'm experiencing if it's locked deep down. So brain spotting and EMDR helps to get to the deeper places that talk therapy, it may take a longer period of time with talk therapy to get to.
Got it. You touched on some stuff a minute ago. I want to kind of tap in real quick. So you brought up men going to therapy. Not even just men. I want to kind of go deeper, especially about the stigma of people of color, about people of color and going to counseling. Some people, you know, are not too, some hop on it, and then some are not. So they're like, I don't feel like I need it, or they're not wanting to be vulnerable to get to the place of what you just got through saying, some of those ways that you kind of go deeper. I want to talk about that a little bit because I'm pretty sure you've heard it in your line of work of, especially with guys and going to counseling and like, I don't need counseling, you know.
Yes. And unfortunately that has been a stigma that has been around. Like, I don't need other people in my business. I can do this by myself. But what I'm excited to see is that stigma is starting to break up, especially in our community. And that's, I'm loving seeing that, but that's a real barrier, is that fear of, am I going to be judged? Like, I don't want my business out. Why would I talk to someone else when I feel like I can deal with this myself? And one of my favorite questions to ask is, well, how has that been working for you?
Or they think that they can go directly to church, which, God made counselors for a reason. That's my saying. God made counselors for a reason. Some people are like, no, I'll just go to church. Give me some Jesus. We'll be fine. Like, no,
right.
Church is cool. And that's great. And I'm not taking away from church and what all goes with that. But counselors are there for a reason. And it is so therapeutic to go through the process. And once you do the work and see how far you come prior to going to counseling.
Exactly. Therapy and God too.
Yeah, together.
Exactly.
Package deal. Talk about the pandemic. I know personally people that have dealt with a lot of anxiety and depression, especially during the pandemic alone. Kind of shed some light on that a little bit. What do you have seen this past year with clients?
So what I've noticed that through this pandemic, a lot of people have seen themselves because they've had time to kind of sit with themselves. Prior to pandemic, we were all busy. We were on the go. There was distractions everywhere. We could avoid looking at different things because we were on the go. But the pandemic provided an opportunity for people to sit down and to really sit with themselves. And, I think that a lot of people began to realize and have to come to terms with some things that they've been putting off dealing with.
I agree.
And so, I've had a lot of people that have really began to reach out who are first timers with seeking out therapy because of the things that they've realized during the time alone or this time in isolation, that, they're like, okay, this is the time, like, I've got to deal with this now. And it's easy for us to feel like, well, I can put this off until later on. I got too much other stuff going on, right? Mm-hmm. It's easy to do that. But when it's something that we have to deal with and heal through, it's going to continue to show up in different ways. So I think the pandemic allowed for people to just be able to say, all right, this is what it is,
Yeah.
So it was a blessing, but then also, it's brought some devastation and grief as well. So it's kind of brought a lot to the table of what people are looking for when it comes to therapy.
Okay. I love that. Other than when you were growing up, everybody coming to you with their problems and things of that nature, kind of what inspired you to like, what, I think counseling is my calling. I think that's my calling.
I think more because of the fact that I just really felt comfortable with people. I knew one thing, that I like people. And, I originally, back before I figured out that I liked dealing with people to this magnitude, I said that I wanted to be a pediatrician because I was like, I like kids. I like doing things. I like helping people. I like kids. But then I thought about it. Like, I had to deal with people throw up, blood. Nope. So, I really, kind of figured this out early on, and it continued to inspire me because of the people that I was meeting, even through just general running into someone in Walmart and, never met this person before, but I could visibly see and sense their pain, and I'm wanting to connect with them. So it was something that it was very obvious to me, and, situations kept presenting itself that confirmed it for me.
Of course. Of course. Love it. Love it. And you could just tell in your eyes like you love what you do. Just like I just talked about my friend a minute ago, I could tell with her career path that she loves it. You can just tell the difference. And I see the same in you, that you're able I can see that, like, she loves helping people. She loves being able to help people kind of get through their issues and, do the work.
Mm-hmm.
You give homework? Are you that counselor?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to get this homework. Yes, I do give homework. But I always explain to people that it's always going to be something that's practical. It's not right now a whole encyclopedia, but it just helps them to remember what we're doing in therapy and, to kind of get them through until our next session, because you got to practice this stuff outside of therapy. I only get you for an hour. Or, if we're doing an intensive, I might get you for 4 hours. But after that, you're kind of on your own until we meet again. So that homework keeps the momentum going. It helps to build up those skills, just like going to the gym. If you want muscle, you got to keep going. You got to be consistent in that. And so, same thing with therapy is in between sessions, you got to be consistent with what you are being exposed to when we are in session.
Normally, like when you see a patient, is it more of a long-term, or just depends on, like, long-term session wise, or it just depends on who, like what you're dealing with that particular patient, or if there's some that's just, they come maybe a couple months, or how long does that normally take before you kind of get to the root of whatever the trauma is?
Everybody's pretty different. There's some people that I'll see maybe for about 3 or 6 months and we kind of deal with the trauma. But if it's something that's, more long-standing, it may take a year or beyond a year for us to really begin to peel back layers. And then it also depends on the readiness of the person that's coming to see me. Some people they've already done some work, and so they're like, I'm ready. But I have other people who come to me and they're, it's because it's scary. It's extremely vulnerable. You're opening up yourself to a new person. And so sometimes it takes a little bit longer to really build up that trust and get comfortable enough to start digging into the trauma. So it really just depends.
Okay. And in your current practice now, your specialization is all ages, or what's your main specialization? Is it just women? Well, you have men too, but is there a specific area of counseling that you do?
Yeah, so I really enjoy working with older teens, 15 and up. I do specialize in women, but like I said, men. Anyone who I feel like would be a good fit for me and, my style of counseling, because every therapist is different. They operate differently. And so I always want to make sure that the people who want to connect with me, that I have what's in me that they need in that moment. And if I don't feel that I have what they need, then I'm always willing and able to connect them with another therapist that might have, might be that better fit for them.
Okay. I asked that because, some people have their straight, children is all they work with, or women is all they work with. Some couples, so I always like to ask. So if anybody that is listening or watching, could use your services, girls. So real quick, I want you to tell people how you can be reached, because everybody needs counseling. Amen. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So my phone number that, if you wanting to schedule a phone consultation, 15-minute phone consultation, which is free, that's 806-318-8922. I also have a website that's undergoing a little bit of development right now. I'm hoping that it'll be back up and operating by this upcoming Monday. But the web address is www.harvestinghopecounseling.net. And then I also have a Facebook page, facebook.com/Harvesting Hope Counseling, and an Instagram page that you can check out while my website is getting this little makeover. If you want to know more about Harvesting Hope and, seeing some posts and content, definitely you can check out, the Instagram page, which is at Harvesting Hope Counseling, or the Facebook page.
Awesome. Thank you so much for what you do. I mean, I say it's not for the faint at heart, for what you do. So thank you so much. I know that you are such a blessing to so many people, and in their lives, and helping them get through some of the toughest times.
Yes, I appreciate that.
So thank you so much. All right, y'all. So before I wrap up, I give affirmations, because I am I ain't gonna call myself a connoisseur, but we're getting there. And so I like to call them the Mamapreneur Affirmations. If you have an affirmation, if you're into that stuff, type in the comments, like, what are your affirmations? Like, what is the affirmation you've written down today, or one that you kind of stand by? Type that in the comments. I want to see. Okay, so if you have pen and paper ready, if you want to write these down, I'm going to make it real quick because we don't have long, okay? All righty. My dream clients are already connected to me. I love the life I am creating, and opportunities flow to me with ease. My business is widely successful and profitable. Amen, profitable. I will not quit when things get tough. I put in my business, but that's everywhere, child. Don't quit. Okay. I have enough. I do enough. I am enough. Lastly, I respectfully release what no longer serves me, and I invite new tools for success. All right. Those are the Mamapreneur Affirmations. Feel free to write yours in the comments so I can see the Mamapreneur, not your Mamapreneur Affirmations, but your affirmations. Marquisha, do you have any upcoming events or anything coming up down the future?
I am, for some reason, my camera went off. Oh, okay, there I go. Yes. So in December, I will begin offering intensives. And this is therapy that will go anywhere from 2 to 5 days. That usually, ranges for about 4 to 6 hours. And you're getting, in that short period of time, you're getting the therapy that a person would get over the course of several months. In that shorter span of time. And I'll begin offering those to individuals who are wanting to work on themselves, and also to couples, marriages, and couples who are feeling stuck in their marriage and need some help to kind of get through the rough patches. So I'll begin offering intensives in December, and I'm super excited about that.
Awesome. So please reach out to her if you're interested in the intensive. Okay. Now, is the intensive, is that a group setting or is that individually?
It can be requested either way, whether someone would want to participate in a group session with, 2 or 3 other couples, or, they're requesting just a individual. So it just depends on whatever someone requests to do.
Awesome. That's amazing. Awesome. Okay. Earlier, before Marquisha came on, I am calling all kidpreneurs. Okay. So if you know someone who is a kid, a cheering, and they got a business of some sort, I would love to spotlight them on this podcast. Okay. Please have their parents, parents, auntie, uncle, grandmama, granddaddy, somebody reach out to me or reach out to the Power Team Facebook directly. They'll make sure they get it to me. And I would love to spotlight your little one and their business. Okay. Also, I'm doing a vendor event this Sunday at Diva Style Salon in Carrollton, myself and other fellow female entrepreneurs. So come out and support us from 2 to 6 on this Sunday. Also, make sure you're following the Power Team platform. We have our fearless leader. She's on every Wednesday night with Dr. Real from 8 to 9 p.m. And we have Buying and Selling with Bree on 4th Mondays of every month. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us. And we'll see you on October 28th. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank you. Got it. Thank you so much, Marquisha.
Yes, that was fun.
Okay.